If you're feeling anxious about your body as summer approaches, you're not alone. Now, as we head towards the summer and the temperatures begin to climb, so does the pressure to get your body ready for the summer. And if you're working on healing your relationship with food and your body image, this can be an especially difficult time. There are messages everywhere around us on social media, ads, conversations, so it can make it feel like your body must be a certain size or standard before it's acceptable to enjoy the season, to wear summer clothes or go to the beach even. The problem is that diet culture is everywhere. And it's so embedded in our society that it begins to feel like the norm. It becomes unnoticed. It can often promote harmful behaviours guised in the name of health and creates a distorted lens through which we see ourselves and others. It can have real consequences, as I see with my clients in clinic, on both physical, emotional and mental health and well-being. And one of the most damaging things that diet culture can do is make us feel like food is the enemy and that our bodies are problems to be solved. Instead of seeing food as nourishment or something to enjoy, we begin to see it as a source of fear and guilt. Now, obviously, this isn't just a summer problem, but it can be amplified during this season. As we see summer arriving, we start to see more messages surrounding cleanses and detoxes, getting bikini body challenges, and also with this new conversation around weight loss drugs, this is only going to be amplified more now. If you already struggle with body image distress and eating challenges, then this is just going to make things a lot harder for you as we enter into the summer season. So here are some ways that you might notice diet culture showing up and impacting you this summer. An increased focus on bodies during the summer, and you might notice that because you're wearing less clothes, you feel more exposed. It can be harder to find outfits that you feel comfortable in. Add in the unrealistic body standards that we are told that we have to meet, and it's easy to feel very hyper aware of your own body. Summer also brings with it routine disruptions, not yet in the school holidays, but as the school holidays approach, there are longer days of travel, there are breaks, and often more of an unstructured time for people, which can also allow intrusive thoughts to creep back in. And we see that disordered eating patterns can get worse sometimes, especially if you know that structure helps to make you feel safe. There's also a lot of food-centered social events in the summer, if you think about barbecues, picnics and parties, and it's meant to be enjoyable and a time to connect with other people, but it can often feel overwhelming if this is something that you struggle with in your relationship with food. Eating in front of others is something that some people really do struggle with, and especially if there's unpredictable meal times or you don't know what's going to be available, that can increase anxiety, as well as unsolicited comments from well-meaning family members or friends who may say something that unintentionally reinforces negative and harmful beliefs. There's also a strong summer narrative about getting fit, and of course movement can be really joyful and freeing. It's something that is really good for us. However, often if it's less about health and more about appearance, then this can be something that people begin to struggle with, because it can often shift from that joyfulness to becoming a way to earn food or make up for eating. Social praise for these behaviours can often mask what actually might be happening underneath. There might be a more compulsive element to exercising. So how can you protect yourself and your recovery and your journey this summer? First of all, challenge the narrative. You don't need to change your body to enjoy summer. The idea of a summer body is a myth. If you have a body and it's summer, then it's already summer ready. Set the boundaries. whether it's social media or diet talk, protect your space. And this is something I've covered in much more detail in another bite-sized video, so do check that out. Number 3, wear what feels comfortable. Try and find some clothes that you really feel comfortable in and that you feel good actually in your clothes. Clothes are too tight for you or don't feel comfortable anymore, then try and find some new clothes, whether it's going through second-hand shops or online shopping, whatever can make you feel more comfortable so that you can feel more confident in yourself as you go out in the summer months. Stick to certain routines that really help you. Even if it feels an unstructured time for you, sticking to your 3 regular meals a day, for example, or journaling, taking rest breaks is really important still as you go through the summer months. Remain compassionate with yourself. It's really important to notice if any of these thoughts are creeping in and show yourself compassion. It's not you failing. You just need to take a deep breath, pause, and be kind to yourself. And again, I've covered being compassionate to yourself in another bite-sized video that you can check out. Try to reclaim your joy. Food can be really enjoyable, really pleasurable, as well as nourishing you and making you feel physically good in your body. Movement, of course, can be really wonderful and freeing. And summer can be really fun. So these are your rights, not your rewards. Try and get out there and connect with others, because that's what's so important. Remember that when you're healing your relationship with food and your body, it's an ongoing journey, and that summertime doesn't have to derail that journey. By bringing awareness to the sneaky ways that diet culture tries to show up at this time of year, start to opt out and choose the things that help support you and bring you comfort, joy, and connection. Until next time.